I do feel bad posting food pics during Ramadan though. Oh no, Stick. Will give Oat my regards. Okay, I'm jumping right into it because I want to finish up Death's Door. I mean, like, I feel like the part of this that is like running around looking for secrets is like I like the game. Oh, 94%. Wait, when I left yesterday. Thanks, Dika. When I left yesterday, I was at 93.1%, and now I'm at 94.6. That's odd. Well, that's good, I guess. But yeah, we have about 5% left. So the thing that I was watching back the VOD, because sometimes I like watch back the VOD a little bit and I like notice things that I missed. And I'm like, oh wow, I missed that. Oh yeah, so we're where I left off is so we've seen this weapon and you can see there's a gate in front of it. And that shiny plaque there all the way on the left says something about weaknesses in walls that the eyes can't see. And then it was like, under a wooden walkway, a secret waits for thee. And then under the wooden walkway, it says between twin columns. And so I was wandering around for quite a while looking for twin columns. And turns out I walked right by them. I put a clip in my Discord, but I was literally like, what? I was like looking for them and only them at this point and just walked right on by. Of course, now I can't find them. Are they this way? Yes, okay, literally. I like stopped right here, I looked at this area, and then I was like, they wouldn't be all the way up here, would they? And then I didn't come back here ever again. Oh, the switch probably is what affects the gate. There are weaknesses in the walls that the eye can't see. Where a giant face stares, a secret waits for thee. I feel like I just saw that. There was like a big headed statue over here. Was there not? Yeah. This guy. There are weaknesses in walls that the eye can't see beneath a gargoyle. Wasn't there a gargoyle? I think there was a gargoyle on the... I remember noting a gargoyle on the other side, like the back side of the big statue of the Lord of Doors. Okay, wow, so I could have finished this up last night if I just knew. We exist to serve those who oppose the Lord of Doors. What? Because then yesterday I climbed down there and I was like, did I do this already? I think I did this already. And then it turned out that I hadn't done it already and it was a shrine. I feel like the big face and the gargoyle were much easier than the twin columns. But it could be that I'm just bad at the game. Nice. Weapon Master. You found a great sword. This was clearly wielded by a very imposing figure once upon a time. You can equip it from the weapons menu. Okay. Excuse me. I wonder if that's everything over here. Is big sword, yes. Oh, maybe we should equip it and I'll use that for the rest of... Although I don't know if I have any more boss fights to do. Okay, are you still red? Nice. So I think I have at least 2 other red doors elsewhere. And I kind of feel like maybe my... Did I? Okay. I kind of feel like maybe my seed is in the maybe it's in the beginning, because I was thinking maybe I was paying less attention for secrets in the beginning, you know? Like, and then later I like stumbled across some secret and like at that point started, you know, paying closer attention. Oh, okay. Well, this is not. I was thinking it was like back in the what's it called? Like the area like before the cemetery, I guess. This doesn't seem like the right way though. Cuz this was just like another... Oh my gosh. The door being red is very helpful there. I think... So I can't like go that way from here. Ah. So maybe I need to go this way and then somehow... that way. Oh. Did I notice this sewer grate before also? Maybe? Another thing that I don't know is... Okay, you don't need the daggers to ground pound necessarily. Okay, I came in here for sure because I like talked to all the guys. All right. My last seed. Oh, okay. Well, but then what is this? And like... What do you suppose is going on here? It does look like a gate, but like... to where? Hi, Allie. Allie, I found my last seed. Just now. Oh, and I got the big sword. Also just now. A lot has happened. Well, so like all of this hook shotiness is not necessary, right? Well, mostly because I watched my VOD from yesterday, or I watched a little bit of my VOD from yesterday, and I figured out where the twin columns. The pot puzzle? I did get the pot puzzle. I was missing a shiny that had the answer on the back. Secrets. So that was the solution there. Well, I feel like if I go out the front, well, I guess I'll be able to tell, like, usually the gates, though, are not, like, just atmospheric gates, right? Like, they usually are, like, this goes somewhere. Oh, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, gosh. Because that one was, so the seed was up there, and then the other gate would have been, like, going that way somehow. Oh. Well, I think this is back to the beginning. I guess we'll see when I get to the door. Which is... If the door is still red, then that's probably something we have to figure out. But at least we can go to Grandma's. But like the grounds. And go see Pothead. Estate of the Urnwitch. And then hopefully this is the last thing here. Oh, no, but the pot is in the graveyard. Oh my gosh. We're going everywhere. The pot is... under... I think that was where we got the bomb upgrade. Yeah. Yes! Chivo! Reap what you sow. Ugh, I'm sure it is, Allie. Did you have fun? I, like, wish I could... Oh my gosh. Okay, well... I have so many things to play / stream is my problem. I almost feel like it would be fastest to go back through the door at the Frog King's domain and not try to find my way back to the beginning of this area. But I don't know. Or maybe this is easier than I think it is. Please. No. Where am I? Oh, jeez. I mean, yeah, Tunic looks really fun and really cute. I don't know what, like, yeah. That wasn't even the last thing in the cemetery. Oh, it's this one. The thing about doing casual playthroughs is, like, I sort of want to, like, because, I mean, this is, like, the first really, like, the first game I've, like, casually played through on stream. And so, like, I guess I've been learning lessons, you know? But, like, one thing is, like, or the main thing, I guess, is I feel like to keep sort of the momentum of it, and then also to, like, not forget myself. I feel like I want to just do the casual playthrough, you know. And like, cuz also I only stream 3 times a week. And so if you stream more than that, I feel like you can sort of be like, okay, pause for cutscene. The door opens. I'm assuming this is going to be another ancient tablet of knowledge. Can I talk to Pothead? Heavens to Murgatroyd. You've managed to grow flowers in every single one of the pots I left. Oh my gosh, Pothead left the pots out. Well done, Beakface. You've got greener thumbs than me. Are those thumbs? Either way, magnificent stuff. I can feel the spirit of nature is grateful for your kindness. We reap what we sow. Oh. I like Pothead. He's nice. A graveyard is part of a church used for burial, and a cemetery is an independent area for burying the dead. Fascinating. Oh, have a good nap, Sid. I feel its eye gazing into my soul. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, hey, Possum. Oh, you haven't done any of the post-game? It's cool. I like it. I do like it. I am enjoying it. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of like still interesting stuff to do, like after the main game, which is cool. Hopefully now the door is no longer red. It is kind of hard to figure out like sometimes where things are, but overall I think it's fun. I like the game. The game is good. The game is fun. Yes. Okay. And so when you so you get all these doors, right? And so then they glow red if you have something unfinished there. So that's helpful, but then the areas are all pretty big still. So I have stuff in the Lost Cemetery. Yeah, no, it's really fun. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I had stuff at Castle Lockstone, which I think probably has to do with that gate, and then Overgrown Ruins. Wait, okay. Castle Lockstone, Overgrown Ruins, and the cemetery. I'm missing 3 shinies, so like maybe that corresponds to those, but there are also 3 shrines that I'm missing. I think I'm like, yeah, I didn't even notice, but I only have 3 shrines left as well, so maybe we'll be able to find those too tonight. Oh, no, and then, I think I did finish at the Stranded Sailor, but there's also the Camp of the Free Crows that had things to do, I think. It's not up here. Lost Cemetery. Yeah, I got the sword. Yeah, that happened very quickly. Because I don't know if you saw the clip I posted in my, like, general gaming channel, but, I was watching back the VOD and I spotted the twin columns, so, oh, there are the doors. Camp of the Free Crows, yeah, and Castle Lockstone have things to do. I don't know if that gate looked like it went, well, so then this is a different area, right? The last seed was in here. Oh, I was getting it, I had just gotten it right when you arrived. It was, I was going this way. Why was I going this way? Oh, because I went in here. And then I was like, because I know there's a hookshot puzzle over there, so I was like gonna go do it. And then my last seed was this one up here, so kind of by chance I lucked out and found it pretty quickly. I didn't even look at if the trowel was glowing. But yeah, I think this dead ends here, and then, but so when I went to get the seed, there was, can I get back this way? Well, no. So I went this way. And then I went up. Hi, Piorto. Yes, yes, yes. We have found the grape sword. I went over here, and then I went this way. And then, so the seed was just through this door. But then there's another gate. It was like right here. Hi, Colette. Colette, look at my big sword. It was very quick once I figured out where the twin columns were. And I also just found my last seed. But so we only have like, what, 4 or 5 glowing doors left, I think. And so I think that's the 3 shinies and then the... I assume they probably glow for shrines as well, but I at least want to find the shinies. I think that's probably the most important. But yeah, so I don't really know how to get over here. So I feel like that's probably something. So maybe we continue going this way in the... Okay, I think those are just melted candles. But they look like foot candles. I'm missing 2 green shards and then 1 red shard. And I'm missing 3 shinies. And okay, I honestly still don't know what the tablets of knowledge are all about. So, I mean, I'm not asking, but I'm just saying, like, I have no idea. Is there a maybe down? What is a collet, Stega? I assume that's pronounced collet. Like, but I can't, this dead ends here. Yeah, I'm pretty close. My percentage also now is, it was 94.6 when I loaded into the game. And I assume it's even more now. Oh yeah, this was like an arena, right? For holding drills in their holders. Interesting. Oh, and I found my last seed. Did I say that, Colette? So we went and planted it, and then... now we're here doing things. It doesn't look like if I do, like, the hookshotting thing... Well, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it really is the era of Rando Bingo. I just think it's funny that Kuroshi went from, like, I don't really like Rando, to, like, I'm addicted to Rando Bingo, to, like, I'm organizing a Rando Bingo tournament every other week. Okay, because there was something here? But then how do I get... Was I not supposed to be able to get over here, maybe? Or do I come from the other way? I don't know. I went in that sewer grate also. But so that gate is like... Did I do this already? Back and then this way? Oh. Okay, well that's something. It looks like a shiny. I only saw 1 sewer thingy though. Hi CZ. That's true, Allie, actually. That's pretty accurate. You're waiting for the archipelago era. Yeah, that could be a thing. It could be a thing. I don't know if I'm gonna get around to doing Archipelago. Oh, I was in the middle of a sentence and then I cut myself off because we got to the cutscene. So for casual games, okay, I feel like if you stream like 5 days a week, it's easier to like play a game casually, like, you know, 3 or 4 days that week and then still do other things. But like I was saying, to keep the momentum, like for like I guess the viewing experience, but then also for myself, like to not just absolutely forget where I was in the game and all the context and whatever. Because like maybe there was some piece of dialogue earlier that told me about the ancient tablets, but I just have no idea, right? So like but so I feel like if I'm casually playing something through, like I want to like play it until I'm done with it and not really do anything else like in between. Oh. And so I think so that's the thing with like if I were to play Tunic, for instance, like I would want to like play Tunic until I was done with Tunic. Okay, so there should be. Oh, wait, it's there. Um. Oh. 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 Aha. I think this will get us our shiny. You found an ancient crown. It feels unusual to the touch, as if it once contained life. Well, but even if I do longer streams, like I feel like still keeping. Oh, do you mean like doing like part of it is the casual game and then part of it is something else? Because I feel like that's what I would have to do, but I don't really feel like I can consistently stream. Like yesterday, I streamed for 5.5 hours, and that's like a bit on the long side for me. But I feel like generally I'm targeting like 4 to 6 hours for streams. So yeah, I kind of feel like time-wise, I don't know. I don't know like I'm not saying like I'll never play Tunic. I'm just saying I don't know. It's hard to like schedule it because then it's like I want to like play it like yeah, I went to bed at 2:30. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, thanks for the clip, CZ. Okay, let's go see if the door is still red, if that gate is important. Or, I don't know, is it just ambiance? Who knows? It could be a shrine. Dang it. It feels like it goes to the outside, but like I feel like you can't really do anything. Well, you know, I mean, yeah, none of the other gates have been for ambiance. But anyways, and then also it makes other things hard to schedule because like if I'm not like only playing that, like it would stretch out, you know, the casual playthrough like way long, right? Because like if I'm streaming 3 times a week, but then even just one of those times is like not the game I'm playing casually. Like things, you know, that would add 33% to my playtime. Right? Did I check down there? Hold on. Let's go look at it again. See, they look like little feet. Yeah, that makes sense, Allie. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like that's sort of what I am. I don't know. Oh, yeah, and then it's hard to like, because then I haven't been like scheduling anything else stream wise because I've been like, you know, I don't know when I'll finish Death's Door. Like, I don't know. So, this is where my last seed was. And then, oh, okay. And then here's the gate. But like, how do I get over there? So yeah, because I have, you know, obviously my other whole list of things that I want to do, but like I haven't been able to really schedule anything because I've been like, no, I just want to finish Death's Door and then I can like, you know, keep going. Is there... Does anyone see any bombable walls? Oh, that's cool, Allie. Yeah, I have missed Hollow Knight. Like, I've genuinely enjoyed Death's Door. Like, I really do like it. I think it's a good game. I think it's a lot of fun. But I, like, really, really enjoy Hollow Knight. So, I, like, really want to get back to playing Hollow Knight. Plus, I have, like, goals. I mean, the reason that I started streaming was, like, to do speedrunning. So, I would like to get back to doing that and like learn any percent. I went through this one already, right? Didn't I? I'm pretty sure. Oops, okay. Yeah, I guess it's kind of always a gamble, right? Oh, that wasn't the right trigger button. I think I did do this already. Maybe not. I don't know. Can I go this way? No. Do I need to go out to the right and then like back and around? Oh, I mean, I liked the Lone Fungus Showcase. It was really cute. I think I came back here already also. Oh yeah, this is where the door is. Okay, this is where I got my shiny. I was chatting, wasn't I? I thought that I was. But yeah, I was there. Well, I was at least 0.5 of those viewers. And then this was how I got to the shiny, right? Is that... What is that red thing? A laser? But I think I already did this part, perhaps. Okay, I guess it used to be a laser. I know I've been up there before. I mean, it would be really awkward, I think, in my opinion, like gameplay wise, to make you walk all the way out to like the side and then around to like that other gate, but I have not seen any other ways to get there potentially. And it was also on the second level. Okay, I remember doing this also. Then this was maybe like an arena. I think dropping me down would just get... Oh, but I can't go back this way. Oh, really? I only heard about Lone Fungus, I think, when you and Colette started talking about how it was coming out soon. Maybe I should, like, turn up the brightness of the game. Because I feel like I really cannot see much. Is this just a window? It's like the color of my bomb, though. Oh. Wait, did I come through this doorway? Oh. I feel like I came through here. I think. I don't know, though. This feels sort of familiar. Yeah. Did I? I think this was where a shiny was before, maybe. Because, I mean, there's nothing in here now, it looks like. Oh, hey, Key. Oh, that would be really cute, Allie. The crow as a custom night skin. Let's see, I went this way. Lurk sleeping. Have a good lurk. I hope you get some sleep. I'm trying to figure out what the last secret is in this castle. Can I go that way? Is this a thing that I did? I'm not sure. Oh, and then this puts me up here. Which is just... Well, and then this is just back where I was, isn't it? Well, that would be cool, Stega. That'd be very cool. So, like, okay. I can't tell if this is, like, bombable or if it's just, like, a texture in the wall. Because it sort of looks like there's something there. Maybe I should come back during the daytime. so I can see. I think I went all the ways I could go. I did do this again. This is what I just tried to do again, is it? I don't remember. Yes, okay, this is what I just did. But then there's also... I can go that way, but where's the ladder? Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be so cute. Oh my goodness. Grimchild could be the bard. Or Jefferson. Grimchild should be Jefferson. That would be adorable. Hi, Izzy. Oh, a little floating grandma. That would be really cute too. I mean, there's no shortage of like cute things. Okay, wait, there is a walkway there, but I don't really see how... Because that feels like it would be maybe something I haven't done. There are actually already 4 Spirit Weavers. Oh my gosh. Are they on your skins list, Colette? I mean, I would expect nothing. I did find the twin columns. I posted a clip from yesterday in my general gaming channel or whatever I called it, but I had walked right past them yesterday. And when I was watching back the VOD, I was like, oh, those twin columns. Lord Theodore. Like, there's not a ladder over here that I just, like, can't see, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, true, yeah. Oh, Flib was using this skin the other day during, or after bingo. I forget why. Oh, to demonstrate how to do pogo only devouts with no other items, in Beast's Den, but, there's a C-Zote skin where it has, like, Grey Prince Zote chasing you. Oh, really? I feel like I've gotten more used to hearing my own voice. I don't watch my VODs back as much as I used to, though. Like, when I first started streaming, and probably up until like 2 months ago, I was like really paranoid about missing things in chat, and like not thanking people properly. And then maybe it just happened enough times that it's like, you know, it's gonna happen. And like sometimes you're just like in the middle of a boss fight and someone says hi and then chat scrolls and then, you know, oh, that's true. I do hear my voice a lot in other people's streams because of live split sounds. I mean, I do still think like I'm not crazy about my voice, but like, I'm just sort of like, is it like, there's been nothing to indicate that I would ever need to like light one of these bird cages on fire. I just don't know how. I also don't know if like maybe well, but why would I have come in from that way originally? That doesn't make any sense. Does that make sense? Maybe I have to go all the way out and then go up on the higher door. The hint for this area? Oh, Marcy. Thank you for the raid. Hi everybody. Cozy raid. I'm Oatmeal, I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a Hollow Knight speedrunner. We're finishing up Death's Door today. Marcy, how was your stream? Kuroshi, get snailed. Nerd. How's everybody doing? Oh, okay. Go hide from spoilers, Marcy. Also, you had a long day. Among Us and Sekiro. Did you beat the big polar bear? It was very scary looking. It was using its own head as a weapon, I think. Like, is this that way? And I'm just confused. Oh yeah, it is, okay. But why would I... Huh. Maybe there was just like something up here before that I already got. Oh, you beat the monkey among other things. Oh, it was the ape. That was what it was called. I couldn't get it out of my head that it was some kind of yeti. But I'm glad you had a good stream, Marcy. And thanks so much for the raid. I feel like it looked like a yeti. Okay, and then this was that secret room that we were in already. And this, I think I already did this also. No. We're just secret hunting. I'm trying to finish up Death's Door. I'm at around 95%. Oh, Stega, thank you for the 2 gift subs. Oh, is that to regain your title? Congrats, Ultra Keon and Secret Skill. Hi, Ratleg. Stega, thanks so much. Okay, so I feel like it's probably somewhere this way. But how? Did I do this already? I think I did. Well, I think I've done everything. I feel like it's something obvious and I'm either just like not noticing it or... Okay, because up there is where my seed was. And then the other gate is like behind, or to the left and down, I guess. Did I go out that way? I think I did. And then there's nowhere else to go this way. Like, these are all dead ends. And then this puts me back here. Ah! That's just the soul that we got. Okay. Back to the drawing board. You've got to be competitive in something. I guess so. It resets monthly though, so... Oh. I am out of magic. Why is the ice all the way up there? Can I hookshot? If I'm quick enough? Oh. I just need to... Okay. So it's like over here and then that way. But I feel like I need to come around to it unless I'm focused on the wrong thing, which I also don't know. But I think I've been through like every door at this point. I feel like the all time would just make it even more competitive, I guess, which feels weird to say, but yeah. This is another dead end. There's like nothing, no way to go in here. Oh, okay. I didn't look at my new shiny, I guess. I'm having some controller delay. An ancient crown worn by the first Lord of Doors. The lords are beings of pure soul energy, only able to hold corporeal form thanks to their armor binding their soul to this world. Made from a metallic yet organic material, each descendant has its armor forged by the preceding lord. However, the creation of the first lord remains a mystery. I feel like... So yeah, this is definitely a dead end. Any bombables? I think the main thing I didn't have when I was here was my hookshot. I'm trying to be very thorough about my search here because I know last time, you know, when I was looking for the twin columns, so this is... So, I mean, part of me feels like, okay, my controller is being kind of rude. I have no idea how many tablets exist in the game and how many more I need, but I think I have, like, a bunch of tablets. Like, I got all 3 from the Owl. I got the pot one, I got the Stedhone one. I've gotten other ones, like I did the Avarice one. And then I think there were a few others. But I sort of feel like maybe the key is in this room. But like how? Because like... I mean, we've literally wandered around everywhere else, is the thing. And then if I go here, it's just this that's blocked off. Oops. But then usually with these things, I feel like you have to like sort of come around to where the gate is. And so that would be from somewhere more down and left. But I don't know that that place exists. Okay, well maybe we can come back here because I have other things to do in other areas. But I did find my last seed here, which is very good. So at least that's buttoned up. I wonder, okay, I'll go check outside again and maybe I'll be able to see a shrine because we got a shiny here. Maybe I should try taking the elevator. Because, yeah, I went this way also. And then this is a different area. And I did already come out here and say I don't think you can actually, like, go around to the side. Like, there's not a way into Castle Lockstone that I just missed. So, okay. We will check the elevator. I guess that's one thing I did not think about. And then we want to go this way. If we can. Does this take me to a different area? I have no idea. It does. I thought he was going to be an NPC for a moment. Let me... Was there a flower back there? I think there was. Because I would have had my hook shot already when I came here. So if there was something that I missed, like up this way... That would be kind of weird, right? Because you can't go any further this way. And there's like nothing going on over here. Well, I mean, this is kind of suspicious, I guess, because of the present. Well, unless there was just something behind these before, but like... I feel like it's a little sus that this isn't lit. Because all the other ones are usually... lit up, lighted up. Okay, we'll come back here, I guess. The red outline mocks me. And then the other ones are overgrown ruins and something else. Does this goes back to the castle? I have no idea. It looks like probably. Yeah. Excuse me. I think that's just like part of the puzzle to get up here. Not like puzzle, but like the, you know. See what I mean? This is similar to that lantern that's inside, but it's different. Or it's lit up. That other one is not lit up. But again, what if that's just an ambiance thing and I'm overthinking it? Right? Oh, well, GG, Izzy. You're more observant than I am. And then this is where I just was. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we will go somewhere else. I did wander around the overgrown ruins. He jumped real high. that might be true also. I did really run around the overgrown ruins for like quite a while yesterday. Anyone? Anyone? Oh, I think Colette, you asked me if I had gotten the hint for this secret. I don't think that I have. But also, I don't really know. But I think probably not. Hints like from the shinies? Cause I found this area. I found this. I read spoiler and I was trying to say I found this shiny in the last area. I guess I'm assuming, oh, hints from Jefferson. Oh, that's a good idea. I should go back and talk to Jefferson again in the daytime, probably. I do know about Jefferson. I already came back over here and there was the owl. Yeah, Jefferson was the one who told me about the sewer drains, but I didn't really know what that meant at the time. Was there also an owl at the old watchtowers? Because I remember doing that as well. Okay, I think... You're still watching TV. You're gonna tell me I have 3 shrines left. Maybe you're not. Everybody else is asleep. Oh. I can do lots of upgrades. I'm a big fan of the sewer system. When you get to like ground pound and go to the sewers. I think that's fun. Because, yeah, the watchtower's door isn't red anymore, and then we know that we did Betty's lair. Oh, because Jefferson doesn't give you hints at night, right? He just gives you hints during the day. Because I think if I go talk to Jefferson now, he'll just jump on my back. He's a backpack at night. I mean, maybe I should go get some hints from Jefferson, actually. That might be helpful. Okay, let's do that. But I think he only tells you about shrines, which I guess I have 3 shrines left, so... Oh, that would be cute. The bell tower is in the cemetery. I think it would be pretty easy to take like a squid plush and make a backpack out of it. I wonder what I still have to do here, though. Like, I feel like I have scoured this area. Tip to toe. Well, it feels like there could still be something with I don't know if that's like Stedhone's grave. I don't think it is, because I think Stedhone is in the mausoleum. You're not a sewist? That's definitely what that's called, Stig. It would maybe be a little bit tricky, but it would be less tricky than constructing a squid yourself, I think. Because all you would have to do is like cut a slit in it, remove the stuffing, install a zipper, and then install the straps, right? I think it wouldn't be too bad. There are still those 2 torches that aren't lit. I don't know if it's something to do with that, but okay. I think maybe I can quickly get to a door this way. Oh. I think you can also probably save and quit to get to a door. That's probably a thing. Because I think I've seen that in, well, yeah, I mean, it would be. So I guess if you wanted to, like, take out some of the stuffing and then install, like, a pocket, and then install, like, so it would be an undeflated flesh, so you leave some of the stuffing in. You would just have, like, a less big pocket, though. Give me a door, please. Maybe that was not the fastest way to a door. Yes. True. That is true. Not this way. Sorry, I just completely blanked on what I'm doing. Oh, okay. I changed it today so that we could go talk to Jefferson at the Stranded Sailor, which that's all the grandma stuff. No, I don't think it is it. Yeah, like seamstress. That would be the word instead of sewist. But I think sewist is fine if it gets the meaning across. You know, I knew what you meant. Jeff's son make delicious soup. He has dark secret not many people know. But Grunt saw straight away. Jeff's son not really professional chef. Oh my gosh, I never would have guessed. But Grunt no care. Soup is delicious. Maybe we go have some soup. If I remember how to get to Jeff. Oh, Jefferson is in the thingy. Oh, Taylor is a word too, yeah. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Seamstress does sound a bit professional. Oh, the Bard's song. I don't remember if I listened to this already. Have we discussed that Bard has Skull Kid vibes? Betty the Yeti got sliced into spaghetti. My bad. Oh no. I don't think I did. Oh, I got a Chivo for it. Did you save my Betty? Oops. Yeah. I get some strange customers, you wouldn't believe it. One guy has a pot for a head. Have you ever seen anything so unusual? Nice guy though, loves my fish head soup. Would you like to try any of my freshly prepared delicacies today? Great. One delicious meal coming right up. I sure do love preparing food with my multi-digited mammal hands. Give me the goods, Jefferson. I am a sprightly young biped. A secret through a sewer pipe in... Hold on, we're writing this down. Seamster Elden Ring. Okay. Secrets... Sewer pipe... Overgrown... Ruins. It's a very good animation. A hollowed out wall in a keyhole-shaped alcove. In keyhole-shaped alcove in Castle Lockstone. Oh, my nose is very itchy. Oh, hi, Llama. How are you? Oh, hi, Jill. It is relatable. The very place you entered these forgotten lands. Have you ever returned there with the new abilities you've gained? The place I entered. Oh. Well, I'm glad you can come hang out with us, Llama. When you click on the tags text box for your stream settings, what's the first option that pops up if you don't start typing anything? I will tell you. That's all I have for you for now. I love Jefferson. Edit stream info. Tags. Jewish. Jewish, Andorra, MotoGP, Kuwait, Syria, Arena, Mayotte, Spirituality, Faroe Islands, VTuber. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Okay. I don't know if I need it to be night for any of these other things, so maybe I'm just gonna leave it as daytime. We need to exit though. A sewer pipe in the overgrown ruins. And then Castle Lockstone, a hollowed out wall in a keyhole-shaped alcove. I feel like I walked by something that looked like it was hollowed out. But I don't know. It was very dark. You know, I have similar fears, Stega. Like, so one of my recent like tinfoil hat moments has been thinking about like, so what if Google and like various advertisers, you know, I guess really various advertisers via the medium of your data, which they access through like Google and whatever social media you use and other data brokers and stuff, that collect your data. What if they could like sort of like collect your symptoms and then like what if you were advertised a medication for a condition that you didn't even know you had, but like your data had sort of pointed to it. Wouldn't that be wild? Oh, maybe it'll be easier to see in the daytime. I'm very paranoid about data privacy. The thing about data privacy is we don't have any. And I know that I'm saying this here, streaming, you know, my face on Jeff Bezos's internet, but like, you know, you gotta have a good time. But I've like, you know, been over the years encouraging my mom to think about data privacy. And at Easter, I was at her house and she was like, I don't want to get a Roomba because I don't want them to, you know, figure out like the dimensions of my house and then sell that data. And I was like, yes, Mom. I mean, you can get a non-Wi-Fi enabled Roomba, but like, she's learning, you know? But Roomba does do that, by the way. Yeah, tweeting on Elon Musk's newly acquired platform. True. True. So the moral of the story is, if you are of age, you should vote in elections. And you can, you know, pay attention to measure. Oh. Okay, how would I have been able to see this, like, in the dark? Push lever? I feel like that's what everybody is saying about it. Like, he's gonna shut down the, like, the kid who, like, tracks his flights or whatever. Okay, well that was... Vote for people who understand technology. True. It's just so embarrassing when, like, Mark Zuckerberg is on, you know, in front of Congress for something and they're like, does Facebook... Sorry, I'm not insinuating that Southern people are not intelligent. That was just my default congressperson voice. Old congressperson voice. But they're like, does Facebook listen to me on my smartphone? The answer to that is that your smart devices are listening to you all the time. But I've never been able to find this article again, and I wish I could. But like when it first started coming up, that like people were worried about like Facebook listening to you or whatever. Well, okay, that's also true, Allie. You know, I like to think that it matters, and that being an informed citizen and like things like that are like is like a good idea, you know. The illusion of freedom. But anyways, so like they were talking to a Facebook executive about like is my phone listening to me or whatever, and the executive was like, oh no, we don't like use, you know, microphone data or whatever, but like the more likely thing is that you're being unconsciously primed to like want something through advertisements that you don't notice, but then your brain starts, like you start wanting that or thinking about it without realizing that you've been seeing advertisements for it. Wild. I know, it is very hard not to be like, yes, that's everything. Okay. The Overgrown Ruins was the other one. And then the very place I entered. Does that mean like entered? Like the bus stop? There's also that phone that was disconnected. I mean, because like even like, you know, having like the cookie options, like that is that's progress, right? But it is like pretty wild. Like I feel like I kind of know how the sausage is made, and it's just like very scary Sometimes, like, sometimes it's helpful, I think, because I can sort of be like, okay, like, that's not, like, a thing, you know, like, some tech thing that people are worried about. I'm like, that's, you're okay, it's fine. Um, but then other things, I'm like, this is alarming. Like, for instance, um, so there are multiple ways that your location can be tracked. So there's GPS, but then you can also triangulate position based on what Wi-Fi networks you're close to. And then there are firms whose like they're companies whose whole job is like, or whose whole product, I guess it is a product, is like that they like map IP addresses to like what, you know, what locate, not what GPS location is, but they figure out like, oh, this IP address is like the public Wi-Fi of a McDonald's. So then they can go based on your Wi-Fi location. They can go like, oh, you just walked into a McDonald's, or you just walked by a McDonald's or something. So like, that's one thing. That's the different. I don't know if it's still a thing, but on Android, or I think on some things, there's like GPS data only or like precise location. Yeah, and cell tower too. Um, but I think the Wi-Fi is more precise. The removal of the legacy doors has seriously impeded my investigation into the disappearance of the Reapers in the redacted region. This whole process of transferring to the new system has been a nightmare. I have found evidence that many workers, I have read this before, were active in the region when the orders were given to cut them off. More worrying still is that the active reaping mission in the area was also purged from the system. Somewhere out there is a soul that has not been reaped on time. It's a recipe for disaster, that's for sure. We all know what happens to souls if they remain alive past their death date. So I remember reading that, so I don't know if I did come over here already. Yeah, exactly. Who went around redacting these journals but not removing them? That is a good question. Well, and then this just puts me back. Yeah, because I did this. Okay. But like, yeah, I have location off, I have Siri off, I don't have any like smart home devices. You will not catch me with like a Wi-Fi enabled toaster, you know. I just fear that one day like I'll have to get a smart refrigerator and like, because there won't be any other options. It seems like the phone isn't connected to anything. The entrance could either be this or like, I think I got off of the bus. But yeah, the entrance could either be this or like, oh no, I said toaster. Oh, I've never been able to get back here, right? There's a poster of, speaking of posters. Oh, good night, Stega. It feels like if I could get to there, maybe I could get over here. Or maybe I can drop down. With the new things you've acquired, am I supposed to use my hammer? This doesn't seem right. I'm pretty sure I've read all of the logbooks. Powerful old witch. What is this elevator? Okay, I mean, I think I've been up here already too. I feel like this was in Avarice. So there's a poster on the wall of a crow with a big sword, and then below that is a hammer, a photo of the hammer. And Jefferson did say something about my new equipment. I don't really know, though. Oh. I wasn't expecting that to, like, go through the counter. Ugh, yeah. No, it's really like, and then that's the thing, is that they put all of that stuff on by default, and then like unsuspecting consumers just have, you know, like all their data hanging out, and it's like I mean, yeah, like data privacy is one thing, but then also like I feel very strongly about, like, I guess technological literacy, like just people being familiar with technology and feeling comfortable using it, like especially older people who are really likely to get scammed online and even over the phone. Like, yeah, it's... Oh, inspect. Ticket office closed. Gone to fix a broken pipe. Back in 3-4 years management. Right? Ugh. Ooh, and then, yeah, and then they get you to share your contacts, so it's like I can try to keep my own data private, but then somebody else could share my contact information, like, or share their contacts, and then, you know, X number of companies now have my contact information, and I've never even heard of these companies, right? A broken pipe. Oh, this pipe. Is there something behind here? Like this, I mean, this looks like it could be a secret, but no. Well, am I asking? We still have the sewer pipe in the overgrown mound, the overgrown ruins to check out. I mean, like, it feels like we could get over there, and then it's like, it does the spooky music, and then it turns around and it goes, oh, there's a shrine back here, you know? Like, I feel like that could be a thing. And I think all of the hints that Jefferson has given me before have been about shrines. Okay, wait, so we know the overgrown ruins, which is over here. We will figure this out. We will. Through a sewer pipe. We're specifically looking for a sewer pipe. In the overgrown ruins. Oh, this is the place where you can just get like a large collection of these guys and have them follow you around. A sewer grate. A sewer grate. I kind of feel like I want to go up. I've gotten this shrine before. Oh. Can I hookshot to that? Oh, I can't. But I can climb the ladder. A sewer grate. A sewer grate. That is a place where you tilt-ended runs. Karoshi. Hello. Thank you for the 3 gift subs. Congrats, Kevin Passere, and HXHCS. Enjoy your emotes. Karoshi, thank you very much. We're just looking for a sewer grate. How was your meeting? Or are you just dropping in to gift subs and going back to your meeting? Like the simp that you are. A sewer grate. A sewer grate. A sewer grate. Meeting cringe, true. I mean, it probably is. I feel like there was one that I did go through already. Well, sewers are like underground. So maybe it would probably be further down. Oh, my brain. It hurts. All of this puzzling, these puzzling puzzles. So this shrine, the mouth is open, so I've been there, I think. Okay, so sewers are underground. That is true. So, like, maybe it would be on the ground. Probably. That does make sense if you think about it. I think. What if we tried going this way? Because we were over here and then this is where I found the other... the thingy. Oh, I mean, well, this seems like something. Yeah. Oh, rat, like your little rats are so cute. So I had a pet rat in middle school. His name was Cupcake, and I loved him very much. Did I do this? Oh. Okay, I mean, well, that's something. Did I do this? I did. This is where the arena was. That we did yesterday. Yesterday. Yeah, okay. Oh. Yeah. They're like, yeah, very much liked. Oh, this is that shrine. They're in rat cord. But I mean, feel free, obviously, to share them in oak cord if you would like, Relic. Okay, a sewer drain. Well, I mean, this does really seem like something, does it not? Or is this just the ladder to nowhere for the ambiance. Okay, we did resolve the gate mystery though, right? Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember. Sewer drains are on the ground. Sewer drains. But there's so much ground here. So I went over here. Oh. I like haven't even seen a single one. Unless I have and I just missed it. I think if I go inside, it no longer counts as the overgrown ruins. Then I'm suddenly like in the what's it called? The mushroom dungeon. Our feathery hero. That's me. I wish you got new dialogue from like the Forest Mother or whatever. Once you beat the Frog King. Like, right, once I go inside, I'm like, this is the mushroom dungeon, is it not? Is it? Yeah, okay, it is. We're looking for a sewer grate. We're looking for a sewer grate. So then now I'm back outside. And this is like the end of this area though. This is the end of this area. That's just a big circle. That was the arena. If anyone sees a sewer grate, feel free to holler. Like if I walk by it and don't stop. Don't tell me where it is if you know. Is this gonna go back inside? Further up? A sewer grate. A sewer grate. I was already up here. sewer rates. Mod check. A sewer pipe in overgrown ruins, I believe, was like the what it said. It didn't really say like in this portion of the overgrown ruins or anything, which would have been very helpful, Jefferson. And I feel like this is the most confusing part because of like the going in and out. Like this is one of the more confusingly laid out sections of the game, in my opinion. Because you have to go like in and out to get to different levels, and then like everything kind of looks the same. There aren't super good landmarks. I mean, there sort of are, but like, okay, I see this one. I think that I did this one already. Okay, well, that was a fail. Right? Yeah. It's like, because it's all like sort of stacked and it's like kind of a corner. And so I feel like it just makes it really, what? Please. Okay, stand very close to the edge. Do I have to come from the other side? Hello? An in-game map would be like really, really nice. Okay, excuse me. I thought maybe I needed to move this, am I just bad at ground pound? What? I can't tell if this is suspicious or if I'm just bad. Okay, well, I think I'm just bad. You don't have to charge? Oh. You know, I didn't know that. You just roll and then slash? Hello? Oh, that's useful. I'm just bad. Inexperience. Ahaha. Okay, so like Jefferson gives me the hints to the shrines, I think, but not for the shinies, and I'm still missing 2 shinies. But I guess maybe the red doors indicate the shinies? Excuse me. I'm just trying to get out of here, actually. We are going to save quit. Because then I can also check my percentage. Your lack of spatial awareness and the game's lack of map is the only reason you haven't finished 100% of the game. 97.5! Yeah, it is, it's a little, it's really easy, yeah, to get lost. It's no longer red! Okay. What is still red? We got all of Grandma's stuff. We got everything at Castle Lockstone, Camp of the Free Crows, and then the cemetery? And then we don't know what the secret in the area I entered is. But is the cemetery the area that I entered? It could be. Because, I mean, either way, this is still red, so there's still something to be done. I don't know if that something has something to do with these 2 unlit torches here, but it might. But I feel like I've been all over this area, like, so many times. Unless I'm missing something super obvious, which I would, you know, I would be sad about. Because, like, you know, I came over here, there's a shrine down there, we got that. The place I entered. That could also be the Grove of Spirits, though, is the other thing. But I think that that door, number one, it doesn't have a title in the Hall of Doors. And number two, the door is not red, so... The very place I entered. I mean, Jefferson, you couldn't have given me, like, a specific thing. This is where I did. This is the Frog King area. I don't know. I feel like I've been all over here. I did this. I definitely did this. Well, so it's either a shiny or a shrine at this point, right? Like it has to be. Or I guess a tablet. But I kind of assume that the doors would remain red where there are shinies, because in places that I've collected shinies only, I think the door was red and then it became not red. I'm pretty sure that that happened. Can I walk off the other side of the bell tower? No. I can't. Oh, nice, CZ. I mean, that almost seems like it could be something. You should hire a guide. Okay, then this is Grandma's. Secrets. Yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, one of the things about the game. Well, okay. I mean, I feel like I can't say this definitively because, like, I do have inattentive ADHD, so sometimes I just straight up miss things, but, like, I feel like there's not, like, it doesn't necessarily guide you and you have to figure stuff out. But, like, that, I think that's, like, good, like, in games. But I think if you're, like, very lost, or like, you know, like the family tomb puzzle, where it's like maybe not clear when you're missing something. Oh, oh, no. I feel like I fought you already. We'll do it again, but like, I feel like I remember you. You're dead. Just die. I think I did this. Hi, Press. Oh, how was bingo? Yeah. I did get the big sword. Okay, I've been to this shrine already. I found my last seed. Oh, you and Flip gamed? I'm sure that you did. I found my last seed. I have one shrine remaining. I got the big sword. I'm missing 2 shinies. And the game does not tell me how many tablets I have or how many tablets I need. As far as I know. One shrine, 2 shiny, exactly. So I think because Jefferson gives shrine hints, so I feel like the place I entered, that has a shrine. And then as far as the shinies, well, this and then the Camp of the Free Crows are, I think, my only red doors left. Yeah. Because, like, I went in the other, you know, structure that looks like this, and there was a shiny there. But I feel like I've wandered around here so much. With the new, it said the place that I entered with the new abilities that I have. So like, maybe there's a bombable wall somewhere. Oh, I forgot about those guys. Okay, so we keep an eye out for bombable walls. This was the ghost puzzle. I don't think I've ever, I don't know if I've ever been able to get down here and then walk back up this way. Maybe we try to do that. Because that looks like a ramp that you, like it's like a one-way ramp. Okay, my controller will not stop vibrating. Thank you. That appears to be an unlit up shrine. Okay. Can I get to over there? Because I think I have to go around. But see, I think I'm right about... Okay, there's like a doorway. And there's hold on. Oh, it's either a bomb or a hookshot thing. Probably. Hi, Artsy. Oh no, that one is lit up. So it's a different one. I need to go down. Oh, I can go down this way? Yeah. How are you, Artsy? How's it going? It's a little late, is it not? Did I... Hold, please. Hold, please. This, Oh, jeez. Oh, Myth. Thanks so much for the raid. Hey everybody, I'm Oatmeal, I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a Hollow Knight speedrunner. We are finishing up Death's Door today. Thanks, Allie, for the shout out. Mip, how was your stream? How was Hollow Knight? Oh no, where was Defender's Crest? Oh, I'm sorry, your sleep schedule is messed up. That's a bummer. I am also on DGen sleep hours right now, so, you know, I'm with you. Okay, well... Is it... Oh no! Well, that could be like a realistic statement, or like, you know, how people refer to like the plumbing, you know, and it would be funny because of getting your uterus removed. Like, you don't have functional plumbing. Is that funny? Yeah. Was I just seeing the red shrine and I was too... No, okay, that's further down. That's way further down, I think. Okay, that's like definitely the entrance. Oh no, Ratleg, you too? I mean, yeah, it's nice to like be the homeowner of non-functional plumbing. Right? Oh no. I was there, I was there. My kitchen sink like did not work. Okay, wait. I want to get back to the entrance, I think. Where the glowing door is. You have a swimming pool in your basement. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is rough. I mean, not that I didn't think it was rough before. Did they give you a reason, Ratnik? I feel like that's like your property though, right? Like, isn't it? So like, can they do that? Well, I guess maybe it's also like medical waste. I don't know. Hazardous waste, yeah. Oh gosh. I hope everything works out. Okay, I need to get further down with my new abilities. Please. Oh, 3 hours rando bingo. That is kind of a. Was it just you, Mip, or did you have a? Were you item syncing with somebody? No, because then this brings me down here. I don't think this is where I want to be. Oh, an hour of that was set up percent. Oh, were you in the same bingo that everybody else was doing? I wish I could like zoom. I am doing my best, Allie. Okay, this is the one I have already been to multiple times. I did figure out the pots. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so it's not this way. Oh yeah, artsy. I was missing a thing. I was missing the clue. I hadn't even found this. And then apparently you can turn over your shinies and inspect them. You have a VHS of your LASIK surgery? Oh. Yeah, I guess I did have. Well, I think my parents kept like my baby teeth for a while. I don't know if my mom still has them, but it really was just written down somewhere. Yeah. Well, I feel like that's sort of where I was getting with like the whole like if I wanted to like be in a place where I had knocked down 4 specific ones, I could just knock down those 4 specific ones, right? Okay, think down. Down. Probably. No, then this is with all the sleepy guys. Oh, you were with Vex. Nice. I don't think that this is it. I do really like the music in this area, though. But I think I did this already. Oh, hey, Marina. Oops, okay. I think I had, 90... What was I at? Was I at 96 just now? I am missing 2 shinies. I'm missing 1 shrine. I have all my weapons. I wasn't necessarily looking for shrines, but that's what Jefferson pointed me to, so, you know, we went with it. I don't think I wanted to fall down this hole. Unless I did want to fall down this hole. Who knows? Not me. I've used it a little bit. It's alright. I think there was just something on this platform before. Oh. I think that, so those guys, like with the big sword, it takes 3 hits, and with the hammer, yeah, at least 2 people in chat now. Think down, I guess. This is all going up with my newfound abilities. This goes up. There's nothing there. I want to get back to the glowing door area. I don't know why that feels like it might be. Oh, the range? Oh yeah, I guess so. Well, I guess maybe these are two swings. Okay, that is up. We don't want to go up. That's also up. Maybe it would be easier for me to come from where the glowing door is. And it's there. Oh, okay. So I need to go... Oh, it's a hookshot puzzle? Pause jam? Oops. I think I do like the daggers. I think of the like, I mean, I don't want to like delegitimize the umbrella, but of the like, of the glowing weapons, I'll say. I like the daggers the best, but I do really like the umbrella. I think it's very cute. I mean, look at this. Okay, so I need to figure out how to get to that hookshot puzzle, which it seems like is this way? No. Oh yeah, the umbrella run. I used the umbrella for most of my late game stuff. Like, I beat Betty with the umbrella, and like I think the whole like Watchtowers area. Oh, I found my last seed. It was at Castle Lockstone. Okay, so it looks like the hookshot stuff originates from like oh. I'm yeah. It's okay. I was about to, and then I was like, oh. Achievement unlocked, Zen. So this is my last shrine. 2 more shinies. Yep, okay, and then I was correct about this ramp situation. It's a one-way ramp, right? Where are these shinies? I mean, don't tell me. I'm not asking, but I'm asking the shinies themselves. But I think that, I think if we go look at the door, it maybe won't be red anymore? I don't know. But then that means that my oh, Mercy, thank you. Can you answer if you're a shiny? Do I get to collect A-Press in this game? How blessed. The door. The door. Did anyone watch Lizzie McGuire? Ah, the doorbell. I will be getting that. This is not the way to the door. Oh, well, thank you. You're gonna make me all embarrassed, chat. Where did they put the door? I could also fast travel. I could save quit. I think it's down here. Yes. Are you still glowing red? It's not. Lizzie McGuire movie watch party? I mean, we could. We could. I think that means that I only have one. Okay. Thank you. Does that mean that both of my last shinies are in the camp of the free crows? These are all done? I'm a little sus of that because the shinies are far apart on the grid, you know? Oh, I mean, yeah, it might be. It's that was definitely like that was tough to figure out. I almost left. I think this is my last door that's glowing. Was it an inside joke with that customer, Ratleg, or was it like you would like pick a victim every day and then and then end of sentence. This is to the ice caverns, frozen canyon, whatever. Hi, Maple. Hello. That one, oh no, Colette. Oh, you want to lay down? You don't. Can I pick up the kitty? Hello. Is that my nice kitty? Is that a good kitty? Can I pick up the kitty? Probably not. Oh, you want Maple to have a treat? Okay. Okay, this is from Allie. Oh, thank you for the follow. I'll hold the camera so you can see all the treat action. Gosh, I look really tired. Probably because I'm really tired. Sorry, seasick moment. Oh, there she is. Can you see this? In all her loafy glory. Oh, you use the Temptations? She does love these. Oh, I'm kind of far from my mic, sorry. I think you can still hear me. That's all there is. Llama says you're a good loaf, Maple. Can you say thank you? Can you say thank you? She is very pear-shaped, yeah. Oh, that's really funny, Ratleg. Oh, I didn't even look at what I'm exposing of myself. Oh, yes. But it's fine. I have a sewing machine. And this is Maple's cat bed that she never uses. Oh, Luna perked up too. Luna is your void kitty, right? The very fluffy black one. Okay, I'm putting it away. I'm not giving you more treats. Where did you go? Can I pick you up now? Yes. Yes. Karoshi, thanks for redeeming water. Meow. It's a Maple minute. She is a chirpy baby. She's very opinionated. Here's me drinking water. This is not for you. It's not for you. It's my water. Yeah, now she'll let me pick her up. Oh, yeah. I usually get her the catnip Temptations, but I couldn't find them at Target, so I got her the chicken ones, which she has accepted thus far. I'm sorry, she's so overexposed. My lamp is like not... For streaming, it's just like a table lamp. Um, it's possible, Marcy. What? Yes. Yes. What? Oh, hairball temptations. That's a good idea. I've tried like different hairball treats too. Oh, GG work. Nice, nice, nice. Oh yeah, please. Can you purr into the microphone, please? She doesn't really like the hairball treats or the like specialty hairball food. Good luck at the doctors. Wow, you are really. If you didn't have such a white belly, this wouldn't be a problem. It's all your fault, Maple. It's all your fault. If I like, maybe tilt this. Okay, that's better. I know, SMH, being white. Oh, Kaylee. I want to get like actual streamer lighting, you know? Well, I want to get like a. I literally don't know how I would lay out this room though. Like with what I would like to do. Because I'd like it to be like a guest room. Not that I really have guests. I have a ring light, but I lost my cable. I don't know where it is. The cable for it. And then oh yeah, so I kind of want to make it like a guest room. And so I want to put a day bed in here, but like as you can maybe see behind me, like there's like the door and then the closet, and then it's not a very like deep room. Okay. I need you to stay in frame. You little lump. Are you a dump? Is that my lump? Is that my lump, kitty? Oh, thank you. Oh, you'll be my guest. So yeah, I want like a day bed. Okay, there's a cat hair on my face. Oh, it's so itchy. But I don't know that the room would like accommodate a day bed and my desk and then like a, you know, a cool streamer bookcase backdrop situation also. So I don't know. I'm really not sure. Yes. What? You really are, you're like a little baby right now. Like she's just fully chilling. You have nice paws. I wish that I could reach the camera and show you how her feet are just like they're just hanging out. You're so large. Do you know that? You know you're very large. You're a large kitty. It's okay. But it's objectively true though. You're very large. You're also very orange. That's also objectively true. What do you think about that? Hi, Lily. Maple proving cats are a form of liquid. True. If I could reach the camera, I would tilt you down to see. Like, her feet are just like forbidden face rest. Oh my gosh, I would like to come get Kansas City barbecue with you, Artsy. I mean, Llama, you can visit me too. Groji, it's an iconic song from Beauty and the Beast. Yes, her little feet. I cannot rub the belly though, Marina. It's forbidden. If I tried, I would get attacked. I might lose my hand. You're just like hanging out right now. My arm is getting tired though, because as I mentioned, you're very large. Midwest meetup. You haven't seen Beauty and the Beast? Maybe I can reach my phone to take a photo. Maybe not. Chonk. True. Forbidden bellies. I know. It's okay. It's okay. We can appreciate the belly from afar, right? Right? How far is Ohio from Kansas City? Well, but like oh, bless you. Everybody's seen Beauty and the Beast. A ways? Oh, depends on where in Ohio. Well, okay, I'm from California, where you can drive 8 hours and still be in the same state, so very western edge is a day's drive, but a long day. That's not too bad. Does Ohio even exist? Does Canada even exist, Lily? Middle or eastern Ohio is really 2 days. Oh wow. Okay, you're gonna fall if you put any more weight that direction. Oh. Careful. Yeah, America is huge. Yes. Okay, would you like down? Does the American continent even exist? It's a great question. Oh. What will she do next? Now there's just cat hair absolutely everywhere. Game. I'm in frame. Okay, good. Cedar Point. I don't know where Sandusky is. I've never heard of it. 1600s Portuguese sailors be like. Isn't it? Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492, Marcy. You were close. I prefer my jokes historically accurate. Actually, oh geez, my nose is literally covered in cat hair. Okay. Oh yeah, this is my last red door. I don't know where my shinies are. Okay, you calling me a nerd does not have the same effect on me. Ohio is your halfway point if you're driving to the East Coast. Oh, wow. I really don't know. Can someone tell me where my shinies are? Agatha, I'll get around to typing up my resume soon, though to be honest, I'm kind of enjoying the break for now. Managed to salvage an old TV. Okay, you're saying the same thing. Oh, wait. At night, I can watch it as a treat. As a treat. Is the hidden TV one of the shinies? First things first, there's plenty to do. Steer the world on the correct course. Well done, friend. I never doubted you for a second. I feel like this is the same dialogue that you've been saying to me. You found all of our shrines. Oh, this was the bird that was telling me. where the shrines were. Oh, what? I guess that there were 7 tablets. You got it mixed up with the establishing of the first colonies or whatever. That's fair. Oh yeah, Izzy. I mean, it's just all the time. Covered in cat hair. Steal the TV. Of course, the Sengoku period. Seek guidance from the gate of knowledge. I feel like this seems like it's gonna be a surprise arena. Oh. Or a cutscene. It's a big eye. Is this the gate of knowledge? Atop a great tower many centuries ago, a door existed before the one you have known. Oh, is this the lore about the creation of the first Lord of Doors? The first door was opened by a human seeking the power of the gods. Their actions would come at the cost of their soul. That looks like a little Lego person. The human fused with the being known as truth. They gained the knowledge of all things across all time. They escaped and returned to the living world, but their soul was lost to the ether. I'm gonna sneeze. The first door was shattered and broken. With its destruction, the great tower collapsed into the mountains. Truth emerged into the living world, tethered to the ruins that once housed the door. An opportunity was seized by the Lord of Doors, who retrieved the essence of the first door. They would reconstruct the door in a new location and trap death beyond it. This would result in the world stagnating for many centuries. A reaper was assigned the soul of the mortal who opened the first door. An impossible task, as this soul was already lost to the ether. Without this knowledge, the reaper would be lost, searching for many centuries. Is that the Grey Crow? Truth would whisper to the free crows, offering them knowledge and guiding them towards breaking the world free of its stagnation. It would convince them to tamper with operations at the Commission, to assign a giant soul to the Foretold Crow. This would set the Foretold Crow off onto their journey. It's me. I'm the Foretold Crow, I think. The Foretold Crow would gather the 7 tablets of truth. They would enter and behold the sight of the first door and carry the power of truth out of its prison. Oh. Achievement unlocked, a true end. True ending? Oh. We're flying. Is that me or is that somebody else? Oh, hi Flib. MSLP gun to you too. GG bingo flip. Oh, what? Okay. 99%. Okay, so does that mean the doors are not glowing where I'm missing shinies? Okay, I mean, we can take a moment to acknowledge we got the truth ending, I guess. Very cool, very pog. I have all my crystal shards, all my weapons. I'm just missing 2 shinies. But I don't think it's gonna like point me in any kind of direction. Colette did say, oh, you're missing. Oh, are they both here? Okay. Are you knitting, Chris? Oh, the boys. That's what you were doing. No, but then this is a different... Oh, this is not a different area. I feel like the Cthulhu 0.5%, it usually shows the percentage in points though, like with the point as well. So I feel like I'm missing a whole percentage, but I'm missing 2 shinies, not just 1. Whatever this is, and whatever this is. If I go back through the truth door, do I just get the cutscene again? The shinies might be Hollow Knight and any percent. I think it's just maybe the cutscene. It seems like it would be 0.5 per shiny. Okay, I'm sorry. We might have to watch the cutscene a second time. I was just wondering what happened if I came through the door. Oh no. What was what? This was truth? The truth ending? No. Okay. Because it tells you about the being of truth or something, and then Alt F4 and reopen. But did it save what I did before? Probably. I got that when you said FMA reference. That makes sense that it would save after the ending. Oh, I should also look at my Chivos while I'm out here. Where do I see those? In Steam? I guess. 99%. Steam. Library. 17 out of 24. View my achievements. Okay, so... Okay. Academy of Umbrellas, which is the Umbrella Run. Meal for a king. Feed the frog king an explosive treat. So that's probably you put a bomb in his mouth while he's breathing in. Hot pot. Set grandma's pot on fire. Ooh, shiny. Collect all shiny things, which is what we're working on now. Conga line. Have a gang of 10 plus forest spirits follow you. Adorable. Lord of Chores. 100% complete the game. Okay, so I guess we're working on that as well. Ball Plart Hall Cop. Trigger the metal detector without detecting a threat. What? The metal detector. Interesting. Okay, so we could also go for Conga line. But the 3 of those I would have to replay the game to get. But anyways, I don't think I'm, Oh, you can get every Chivo in a single run. Death store all Chivos when. Well, okay, I don't know if I've been over there is what I was gonna say. So maybe let's try to do that. Are you a shiny? No, maybe I have. Because it's just this. That does sound very cute. No, and then this goes to a different area. And then this also goes to a different area. So usually shinies you can like see, and then you like just have to figure out how to get there, right? Okay, I'm asking chat. Would the doors stay lit red if I had a shiny to get there? Like, I think yes, because I feel like I went into other areas and like got a shiny and then left. Yes, so they're both in this area. Why? I don't think Jefferson would tell me anything. Ah. Oops. Oh. Because like this was, no, not this. I was remarking, but then this is definitely a different area because we get the transition. But like this is still weird to me that this lantern is not lit up. I don't know. But then Castle Lockstone is no longer glowing red, right? Oh. So I guess to get 10 or more forest spirits following me, I would need... Because you can't like bring them across gaps or like... Oh. Or like up a ladder. So I would need like a pretty flat area, I think. Or I would need to like start at the top of something and then be able to bring them down. Maybe that would be effective. Okay, it does not appear to me like there is anything over here to be done. Well, but I can't like go up and around that way, right? Unless I can. But once again, the shinies, you usually see them, and then you have to figure out how to get to them. I don't know if that's universally the case, but that's been the case for like the last few that I've gotten. But like there's not very much here unless it's at the ice cavern, or unless it's like something I need to talk to somebody about. Oh, Agatha is giving me... Oh. You just have 2 flavors of dialogue. Can I take your... Oh, wait. Oh, 4 spirits? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are there only 8 here? 8? Will you all follow me out this way? No! Okay, Ratlight, good night. How tragic. Wait, achievement unlocked conga line. How did I do that? Were there 2 hidden little guys over here? Can you all follow me out this way? Yeah, I got 10. Oh my gosh, they're literally so cute. I didn't know you could find them in there either. Okay, bye guys. We're looking for shinies. I feel like maybe the ice cavern is like the frozen canyon, because I don't think the frozen canyon has... Oh, the starting area. That makes sense. I don't think the frozen canyon has its own door, so I think it technically might count as like part of this area. No, no. What, What has that done for me? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Because I've been through this whole area before already, is the other thing. Alright, good night, Artsy. I hope you sleep well. Oh. Oh no, I need to do this one first. No. Oh, I remember this one. Ah! I know, right? Where are these shinies? Oh no, not the fire. Is that? Oh yeah, this was just a shrine. Okay, hold on. Thank you for reminding me not to die, Kuroshi. Okay. Be speed. Don't fall off the edge. Hook shot. Get closer. Ah! Okay, but then that's it. Shinies? Where are the shinies at? Like, that is the entirety of this area. Because, like, nothing has been... Like, if something is a puzzle, it's been... Even if it was confusing, it was obviously a puzzle. Okay, so, like, I'm correct in thinking this... I'm asking this to chat. I'm correct in thinking that my last two shinies are in this area, right? Because none of my other doors are red. No? One is. Ugh. I feel like it should be obvious. Maybe this will be another case of me watching back the VOD going, oh. Oh. I haven't even seen anything shining. Vaguely. And Jefferson wouldn't tell me anything about it, right? I mean, okay, like, we could try lighting the torches over there, I guess. Because that's something that's different, but I need more fire, probably. Hello? I need to hit something. Yeah, I don't think he does. But like the only thing that I feel like is odd is that all of these are not lit up. But I need more magic. Oops. Okay. Do not die. Do not die. Oh, I didn't even realize I have like an extra magical crystal now. Like this is the only thing that seems off and what? Okay, but I can't even do anything about it? Because all of these other things are lit up. Like this looks like it could be a door. See, all of the other little pot thingies have flames on them except for those ones. That is weird, right? Kuroshi, I doubt that you have a hint for me. Also, if I needed a hint, I would ask for one, but thank you. Or if I wanted a hint. I'm not claiming to not need any help. I'm just saying if I wanted help right now. But I've already asked for a few hints. See, like this one is also not lit up. But I like can't light it up. That's true. If you'd like to give me a hint, Kuroshi, feel free. Okay, it feels like there's maybe something going on over here, but I don't know what it would be. I also don't think so, though. Okay. What do you mean? Question for chat. Am I correct in assuming that I would be able to see it if I walked by? I had a ping. And it's Marcy saying, Pisces, D's nuts. What kind of a nerd feels feelings? True. What? Sorry, I just hate having pings. Ugh. Oh, hey, Nim. I'm at 99%. We just got the truth ending. I found all my weapons, all my seeds, all my shards. But I'm missing 2 shinies. So... one of them is in this area. One of them is not. It is close enough, but it's like not, you know? I would like to have the satisfaction of 100%, and it's 2 Chivos. Ah. No, it's not close enough to check it off. And I would never forgive myself. So I would not see the shiny. You've got to finish, exactly. We're about finishing here, Kuroshi. I know you don't relate to that. Hi, Waz. How are you? Also, Nim, how are you doing? And also, I see you went, you shortened to Nim from Nimnite. I would have expected you to drop the Rhydor part first. Oh, I clipped into the wall. Hello? I'm pretty good. I'm a little tired. I'm just trying to... I would like to finish this game today. Today. I'm sure you were gonna make that joke. Wow, I have to quit out. Soft lock percent. Your thesis is almost complete. Oh my gosh. That's great, Waz. Good luck with the rest of it. I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. We were talking about degen sleep schedules earlier. I haven't been sleeping great, but it's fine. Is it fine? It's not really fine, but it's okay. I'm okay. Okay. Ah! I'm just missing 2 shinies. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Twitch won't let you drop to just Nim. I guess that means Twitch wouldn't let me just be Oat, ever? Shiny Hunt? Yeah, this is, Death Store Arceus Legends. No, they're, it's just called Shiny Things in the menu, so... And they, like, shine when you go to pick them up. Okay, I don't think it's over there. Twitch doesn't allow 3-letter usernames. Bummer. I hope that, well, okay. I hope that if, large if, uppercase, fully capitalized, if, the biggest if you can imagine. If one day, years from now, I get partner, I hope that I could have the emote prefix oat. I don't know that would work though. Or like you have to include the part where I said the biggest if you've ever seen. That was a large part of that sentence, Colette. There will be no partner pushing. I'm not going to do anything at this point in my life to like actively try to get myself to partner. What was I saying? Oh yeah, as far as I can tell, I don't think, like, I've tried searching for like different oat partners, and there's someone has like Oat U, and then the Metroid speedrunner Oats and Goats, his emote prefix is Oats with an S, plural oats. Matcha. Hi Matcha, how are you? There's no partner push. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I remember you saying you wanted to ditch the Rydor part. That's true. But so all the other streamers that are like oat something are like, there are so many streamers whose names are like oat milk. Maybe you wouldn't be surprised. But what if you did Nim with 2 M's, or like Nim underscore? Like that might also work. Maybe? I mean, I'm sure you tried like several things. There's no partner push. Okay, so genuinely, this is the only puzzle looking thing in the area. Get some like asterisk, tildes in there. Go real like middle school AIM username. Oh, the underscore bothered you. That makes sense. The one really bothers me. That's the other thing. If, the big if, I ever achieve partner, I would like to drop the one. I would like to just be oatmeal. Okay, chat. Is this a puzzle? Am I supposed to be able to do something here? Oatmeal 92? No? I am not saying when. I'm saying if I am the one oat. I guess that's true. Writer 1 to writer underscore. Yeah, I don't think I could go oatmeal underscore. That would be weird. Oat underscore meal. I don't know about that one. Okay. Another question, chat. Oh, 7 patients before you. Nice. Okay, is it... I'm going to ask you 2 yes or no questions. Is it in this area over here? That's question 1. Yes or no? Question 2, is it in the ice cavern area? Yes or no? Or not ice cavern. I'm calling it ice cavern because of Ocarina of Time. Frozen Canyon or something. Okay, so it's not in either of those areas. So it's somewhere in, like, in this cavey part in here? Okay, but what if I've literally... yes, sorry, that is a third yes or no question. So it's somewhere inside the cavey part. Yes, okay. But where? Don't answer that one. And then this is not a puzzle. Okay. Like, okay. So there's nothing out here. I did this. And we already established that I won't see it if I walk by it, right? So I think that I maybe need to find some kind of entrance. Excuse me. That's why I keep walking back in the tents. It's not up here, right? Because that's what this is. I'm just talking to myself again. The old watchtowers. Oh, was that a door? Hold on. There was like a key-shaped door, maybe. There was something that was... Hold on. Or it was lock-shaped. Hold, please. It does look so... You found a shiny medallion! You're a real winner. Oh my gosh. Okay. One more shiny. One more shiny. Oh, it was that one? Yeah, literally 99.5%. Okay, they say the same thing. Nobody's telling me anything different in here. Oh, my little forest spirit friends. Oh, I'm sorry, Izzy. One more shiny. Okay. So, like, okay. I'm talking to myself. I'm not asking these questions of chat. My line of thinking. We've established that a door would be glowing red if I had a shiny left in that area. None of the doors are glowing red. So the shiny is not in any of those areas. So I think it would be in the one place that doesn't have a door in the Hall of Doors, which is the Hall of Doors itself. So I guess we just run around here for a while. I've read all the log books. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and then I have I'm supposed to try to set off the metal detector without detecting a threat or something. I don't really know what that means. The thing about the logbooks is that they look shiny. So it like catches my eye. The call is coming from inside the house. I think so. Is that just like an issue with the texture? This, I think, is the one of the Avarice. Oh, bummer. Okay. I think that's just another logbook. There's nothing back here. I should be trying to mentally note where I'm going because of the lack of map. I went this way already. Okay. So I went up this elevator. I did go up the stairs. Good night, llama. Good luck, sleep. I hope you get some rest. I went this way. Okay, so in the 5 area, I went to the bottom. Jinkar! Oh, whoa, Jinkar. Thanks for 5 months. How's it going? We're looking for my last shiny, Jen. I'm almost done. I have 99.5% of the game. Decent sleep, off to work soon. Nice. Okay, I mean, this we've already struggled with a bit. I don't know. Well, it is a little weird that they mention the pipe, and then the pipe continues over there, and then you can see the end of the pipe here. But, like, I don't think that there's any way for me to get to the pipe. I don't know. That feels a little convoluted, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, this is certainly too far away. Oh, you haven't 100%? Yeah, I think that's maybe me overthinking it. Overthinking, if you will. I'm looking very hard at everything. I went this way when we were down here before, didn't I? Anything shining? Oh, here's another part of the pipe. I don't know. The phone is still not connected to anything. That is a bit odd, right? Considering that I'm at 99.5%. I thought I just saw something shine. Have a good day at work, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for 5 months. Oh, another logbook. Thank you. Yeah, it's been, you know, I mean, secret hunting is always a little bit like, it's like, oh, exciting, you found a secret. And then it's like, you know, the next part is just, we're just looking for secrets. So. Part of me feels like... Oh, I did not do this already. Oh! You found a scale model of a Reaper door! It doesn't function and was probably made to evaluate the designs for the modern doors that Reapers use today. This appears to be a Reaper's abandoned logbook. I'm done with this job. I found the notes from the investigator looking into the events around the disappearances of Reapers and the closures of all those active doors. This Lord of Doors doesn't give two shinies about any of us crows. What is it all for? Myself and a few of the other Reapers I've convinced to join me are heading into the Forbidden Region to see what we can find. I hope we can start a new life without the Commission. A new challenge awaits us. Hehehe. Wow. Well, I mean, I was talking to myself, you know. 'Cause I mean, like, if, you know, I already know that the red door means, yeah, Kuroshi, you can celebrate. We go back to Hollow Knight now. I can schedule things again. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the GGs, everybody. Ugh, jeez. Rando bingo. I mean, it is after midnight. Okay, what's up with the phone, though? Because the other thing is that I got an achievement for... Hold on. I'm pretty sure I got the achievement for shiny things, but I didn't get an achievement for Hundo. No. Oh, okay. There it is. Lord of Chores. 100%. Wow. GG Death Store. Is there something with the phone? Or is it just, again, for ambiance? Now I'm asking chat. Don't reopen the file? Why not? Okay, it's, oh, okay, I see. Free spoilers allowed now. What did I miss? What were you yelling at me about? Or did I miss anything if I got 100%? Maybe. But yeah, no more, you won't get bonked anymore for spoilers. I don't think I'm gonna do the Umbrella playthrough, Chivo. At least not right now. And well, when I when I do it, I don't think I'll stream it because did I really? I'm sure that I did. Because I did so much of late game with the Umbrella already that I feel like as far as like content. Well, the thing is I'm pretty sure I've been playing for longer than 12 hours. So like I don't really know where that number is coming from. Because like, yeah, yesterday I streamed for 5.5 hours and like this is like my eighth or ninth. Oh, thanks. My 8th or 9th Death's Door stream. Oh, maybe Steam would tell me how many hours I actually have played. Because I don't know why that's the number on my file. That's weird. Wow. I feel like a lot of people get, Chivos. I was gonna look at my hours. 39.4 hours. Oh, thank you. Well, I did have some gentle guidance from chat as well. Like Hannah asking, you know, at an opportune moment to see my collection of shinies. Yeah, that is off by a lot. I really don't know where this number is coming from. And I'm pretty sure it was bigger before. Like, yeah, I really don't know. I don't know where that number is coming from. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Wow. So what's next? Let's see. I guess I'll be streaming on Thursday. Well, I'm going to a concert on Wednesday night, so it's possible that I will be very tired on Thursday. So maybe rain check on Thursday stream. It might, yeah, but that still doesn't add up to 39.4. That would be 36. I don't know. That's very weird. I've spent hours on the starting screen. You think I paused for 27 hours of my 9 Death Door stream? Or was loading for 27 hours? That's kind of wild. I don't really think... Like, that would mean that the majority of my streams I've been, like, loading. I mean, we could look back at my other VODs. I have them saved. Oops. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I lost chat. Okay. Videos. Did I look at my... Yeah. Oh, I was actually thinking about uploading to YouTube, but I'm not sure. Okay, so at the beginning of part 3. I just need to see the title screen. I was already at 6 hours and 48 minutes. So. Part 4 is Lost to the Sands of Time. Part 5 I'll talk to him tomorrow. Maybe they don't even have availability this weekend, who knows? Because I don't have to be out of here immediately. I still have to tell
I'm still in my old place.
like, when I'm leaving. Even though I submitted my notice. I just have to give them like my last day, you know? So 13:45 at the beginning of part 5. So I have some time. I wonder if time stops at like when you beat the game and then it starts a timer for post game. That's really weird. But anyways, oops. Gosh. I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. It is 12:30. I feel like I didn't stream for very long because it's only been 3.5 hours, but I did start a little late. So yeah, so that's pretty weird, right? I don't know. Where did the time go? But I think that our friend Fruno is doing a room rando, but only the rooms are randoed. So I assume that what that means is that all the items are not randomized. Yeah, vanilla HK, but the rooms are randomized. Your guess is that it wraps around at 24 hours. That's interesting. I don't know. It's going to have to remain a mystery. Oh yeah, but yeah, Fruno's doing room rando. Oh, they've already been live for 5 hours. My goodness. I feel like I had more things to say, but I don't remember. Rain check on Thursday stream, but oh, rando bingo earlier. That makes sense. But the best place to keep updated on when and what I will be streaming, as well as like, you know, sometimes I ask like, what should I stream or whatever. Do I ask that? I think I ask that occasionally. Is in Discord. So if you want to join, feel free. And oh yeah, I mean we're going back to Hollow Knight stuff full time. I mean maybe the occasional Chooch stream, but I have a lot of things I want to do in Hollow Knight, including learning any percent, which I think is up next for me. Not full time. I just mean like all of my stream time is going to be Hollow Knight, but I have randos and things that I want to do. I do want to do another Transcendence rando, so it's possible that we'll do that on Thursday or maybe on Sunday. But anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you did too. And I hope I see you next time. Bye-bye.
This is gonna take a while.